tonight we're talking to the coach of the Shepparton Gators basketball side, Lee Barthman. And Lee, good morning, how are you?
I'm going fine, thanks guys. How are you?
Better now, mate. Tonight, flow right up my house. Shep Basketball Stadium is going to be our house, and we're going to knock off Warrandyte and continue this finals campaign.
Absolutely. We really confident in our preparation this week, and preparation builds confidence. So if you know you've prepared well and done the work, we'll give ourselves every chance. So we should defend that home court like we have a lot of the times over the years in every other final.
Lee, you must be pretty excited. I know you're down there now, getting organised for tonight. What's the feeling like already in the camp and yourself? How are you feeling ahead of tonight's game?
Yeah, excited. Last year missed the finals, didn't sit well with me personally or the group, and saying that the group's probably only 2 guys remaining from last year's group. Really excited. Only 6 wins last year. We've built to 17 wins this year, and that should have been a little bit higher. We've done a couple of close losses, so preparation's been good, as I said. We've had some past players come down on Wednesday night and talk to the group, scrimmage against the guys, and give them a bit of a feel for what it's like to play in finals here. And guys from successful areas, some of our most successful areas over the past, in club history. So it was had dinner together both nights with those guys as well, and watched some vision of what we needed to take care of this week, and some of those guys, Paul Whitelaw, Brett Barthman, Brad Dowling, those guys, when they were playing. So we had a really good feel within the group this week. So.
Lee, it's been a big last 5 weeks. The ladder reflects the same thing for not only us but for Warrandyte. Warrandyte have only had the 1 loss in the last 5 weeks. What's the feeling like? Looking at the wins-loss record there, are you concerned about that, or are we just more focused on getting the job done tonight?
We've tried to park that. Certainly over the last few weeks, it has been a bit frustrating and disappointing for all concerned. But yeah, we've tried to park that. It's a new ball game, new season beginning. We'll expect a big crowd, hostile environment, and the guys excited to play. So I think a little bit of renewed energy and focus this week, and we know we're capable of much better than what we showed in the past few weeks. And there's been mitigating circumstances regarding health of the players and the recovery times, the short recovery times, the turnarounds in between games haven't helped us either with the huge workloads. But on the same token, we just haven't played 40 minutes of basketball regularly enough. So it's that's the challenge of the group. Backs to the wall, and come and get the job done tonight.
Lee, any injury concerns coming into tonight's game?
Well, certainly Matt Bartlett hasn't trained all week, but we'll give him right up to game time to see how he's feeling. He's strained. Well, we're unsure if it's a strain or a tear of the ankle tendon last week. He can't get in to have that diagnosed until Monday. He says it's feeling okay. He'll probably try and play tonight, and if he goes for the warm-up, he's out shooting now. And that'll be a game-time decision. And, but what capacity Matt's at, even if he does take the floor, could fluctuate too, depending on the intensity of the game and how that ankle feels throughout the game.
Warrandyte Venom are in some pretty good form at the moment. Where are you looking for them to really challenge us tonight down here at the basketball stadium?
Well, look, they do the basics, fundamentals really, really well, and that's the challenge to our group. So we have the flair, we have firepower, we just need to do those things as well as they do. They box out well, they challenge shots, they screen well, they get on the ball, loose balls. Disappointingly, when they beat us here a couple of weeks ago, we won the first quarter by 8, we won the fourth quarter by 12. So we've won half of the game by 20 points, but in the middle periods we lost by 21 to go under by 1. So we've got to maximise the time we have momentum and minimise the damage when we don't. So we know it'll be totally unacceptable if they come in here tonight and outwork us and play harder. And that's the message to the group. The result will take care of itself if you can play every possession like your campaign depends on it, which in fact it does.
Well, that's exactly right, Lee. And looking at the, as you said, the 2 previous games against Warrandyte this year, earlier in the year it was a 5-point win at Warrandyte. against them, and you touched on the 1 point loss a couple of weeks ago here in Shep. Two very close games, and two games that are going to come a game probably tonight that would look like it will come right down to the wire.
Yeah, and expect nothing else. In the finals, they're always nip and tuck. They ebb and flow. You'll have fluctuating fortunes with the rub of the green with the referees at times. We've just got to focus and lock in and play every minute and every possession. And that's been an area of real concern for us over the last few weeks. We just drift and have some periods where we just get really flat and we don't move the ball, we don't execute our offense, we don't rebound, we don't hustle back. And that's unacceptable at any time, let alone in a final tonight. So Warren died earlier this year down there. We were on top of them early, got up to 13-14, and they worked us all the way to the line, so we know they're going to keep coming. And again, as we seen the other week, we're up handsomely on them, and they got back and got us. So through the middle period, so we know they ain't going to go away.
You mentioned a hostile home crowd and all that sort of stuff. You're wanting to obviously put a call out to as many people tonight as possible to get down and support the Shepparton Gators, because it is an elimination final, and it is the best chance that we've had for quite some time to try and come home with a championship.
Yeah, I think so, and that's the nature of our league. I mean, one win, I try and tell our guys not to get too high and never get too low in this league. But a lot of teams, the evenness of the competition is there, so you can knock anyone off on any given night and expect the same in the reverse. So, hostile crowd. We've put a call out to some juniors to form a cheer squad for us tonight. I believe they're going to have some streamers and banging around, making some noise on some pots and pans if Judy Bogdan holds up that promise she's made to them. So, I'd urge everyone to be there. Last few weeks have been rocking in a little bit late, close to the tip-off time, and that probably won't get you a good seat tonight. So, I expect everyone there around 7 or just after 7 would be the advice I'd give them.
What time do gates open there, Lee, and entry cost?
We'll be here from 5:30, 6 o'clock. Their entry cost $8 an adult, I believe, and half of that for kids, $4 or $5 for kids 16 and over. Kids under 16, I believe, is free. So, but the intermediate range, 15 to 18, whatever it is, might be $3 or $4. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. I never pay, Brandon.
Very, very, very cheap night to get into the basketball, and it should be an absolutely packed night in there. Mate, there's a fantastic article on the back page of the Shep News today, and the Gators mascot, I'm sure, will be out in force tonight.
Gazza the Gator.
Gazza the Gator made an appearance at training the other night as well. Got around and played a bit of defence with a couple of our guys, and so he'll be an extra addition to the night tonight. So for the kids and everyone to have a look at, and we want him to get the crowd really involved and stir them up and get them making as much noise as possible. So.
J-Dub doing the courtside announcing tonight?
I think so. I've got enough on my plate to...
don't worry about that.
I think so.
we won't say he'll be singing the national anthem because that might keep a few people at home, but we'll see how we go.
As long as they get the pitch right and the speakers right. The speakers were a bit of a concern last week, so as long as they get the pitch right, he does a reasonable job of singing the national anthem, old J-Dub.
I have heard that. Haven't quite heard him sing it as yet, but we'll try and get there tonight to try and record it so we can put it up on social media for everybody to see.
Yep, that'll be good ammunition some years down the track, I'm sure.
We will be there tonight, that is for sure, Lee Barthman.
No worries.
So, well, Lee, thank you very much for joining us this morning. All the best to yourself and to all the players. Hope it all goes well, and the boys tonight against the Warrandyte Venom.
Yep, thanks very much, guys.
Awesome.
Best of luck, mate.
Lee Barthman there, the coach of the Shepparton Gators, before an elimination final tonight at the Shepparton Cool Store. That is the Shepparton Sports Stadium. Make sure you get down there. 7:30 is tip-off, but you do want to get there relatively nice and early because I reckon there won't be too many seats available, Brandon. It'll either be no seats or you'll be doing standing room only.
Mate, we're going to get there nice and early. We want good courtside seats, so we might have to...
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Stitch that up.
That's not going to happen. Let's let the sponsors have the good courtside seats. So I think if we can get some good seats, I think it might be one of the best things that we can do all year, to be honest. Get down there and support the Shepparton Gators, ladies and gentlemen. segment.
Tonight we're talking to the coach of the Shepparton Gators basketball side, Lee Barthman. And Lee, good morning, how are you?
I'm going fine, thanks guys. How are you?
Better now, mate. Tonight, flow right up my house. Shep Basketball Stadium is going to be our house, and we're going to knock off Warrandyte and continue this finals campaign.
Absolutely. We really confident in our preparation this week, and preparation builds confidence. So if you know you've prepared well and done the work, we'll give ourselves every chance. So we should defend that home court like we have a lot of the times over the years in every other final.
Lee, you must be pretty excited. I know you're down there now, getting organised for tonight. What's the feeling like already in the camp and yourself? How are you feeling ahead of tonight's game?
Yeah, excited. Last year missed the finals, didn't fit well with me personally or the group, and saying that the group's probably only 2 guys remaining from last year's group. Really excited. Only 6 wins last year. We've built to 17 wins this year, and that should have been a little bit higher. Just a couple of close losses. So preparation's been good, as I said. We've had some past players come down on Wednesday night and talk to the group, scrimmage against the guys, and give them a bit of a feel for what it's like to play in finals here. And guys from successful areas, some of our most successful areas over the past, in club history. So it was had dinner together both nights with those guys as well, and watched some vision of what we needed to take care of this week, and some of those guys, Paul Whitelaw, Brett Barthman, Brad Dowling, those guys, when they were playing. So we had a really good feel within the group this week. So.
Lee, it's